Boys, UFC Baku Hill versus Rountree just finished up, and as you guys can see on screen, we got every single winner and those two losers in the main event and co-main event, as well as those prelims, because on this channel, on this rare MMA channel, we run through every single winner and we match them up on who they should fight next. Let's go into this main card, the main event. Khalil Rountree, Jamahal Hill. Now, pretty much, I predicted this shit to a T. I did say it was me decision. I did have Khalil Rountree by decision. I did say, that both these dudes are going to be a little bit more timid than what we usually suspect for them, especially on that Jamahal Hill side, coming off back-to-back knockout losses. Khalil Rountree also coming off a knockout loss, saying that he's better than ever. All I could think of when he was saying he's better than ever, he's evolved, is he's way more defensively sound. He's not going to do some crazy shit. And, especially fucking Khalil Rountree. This was a decent fight. It was nothing to write home about. It was low-key a little bit of a stinker, but Khalil Rountree was way too cautious in this fight, and you could go watch, I think it was round like 3, 4, maybe even 1. When he knew he won that round, he ran around the octagon for the rest of the fight until the bell rang. Once he knew he won that round, he's like, yeah, let me quickly just run around the octagon till the bell sounds. But he got a win, called out, retarded called out Mohammed, said he wants to fight Mohammed, but he'll fight whoever gets him closer. Then, my guy, use your mic time. Call out another former champion. Be like, I just took out this former champion. I want another one. Give me Jan Blachowicz. That's what I want to see next. Khalil Rountree, Jan Blachowicz. I want to see this shit end of the year. I don't think Khalil took that much damage where we're going to have to sit here and be like, fuck, now we have to wait, a year for Khalil Rountree to come back after getting brutalized by Jamahal Hill. No, this dude took no damage. If we don't see him on a December pay-per-view, at the very latest, I'm going to be pissed. I want him on one of these pay-per-views, December, November, maybe the October one. I want to see him on a pay-per-view, put him on here. This could be... Because right now, light heavyweight's kind of fucked. Maybe it could be a number one contender fight, but you also have Yuri in the background. I think we do Jamahal Hill, Khalil Rountree. We could also do Jamahal Hill versus Yuri as a number one contender for the winner of Mohammed versus Pereira 2, but I want to see this one next. They're probably just going to do Pereira versus Ankalaev 2, and then the winner will get Yuri. And then in the meantime, we can do this fight. I want this one next. Run this shit next. Moving down, Jamahal Hill got those legs brutalized all 5 rounds. We were very close to seeing a leg kick TKO. My man got dropped many times. Those legs brutalized. That being said, I matched him up with, I believe it was last week's winner. I want to see Jamahal Hill versus Azmat Mirzakhanov. It's time that we get Mirzakhanov up here for a, some name value. Now, I did say the loser of Jamahal Hill versus Khalil Rountree, so if it was Khalil Rountree, he would be here instead. And honestly, it would have been regardless. The roles would have been reversed, but Azmat here, give him a former champion, get him a name value dude. Put this as a Apex main event. Fuck it, I don't care. Moving down. Rafael Fiziev. This was a lot of a feeling out process for both of these guys. Both round 1, a lot of feeling out process. Round 2, Fiziev did a little bit more, just a little bit more active, throwing more than just a single shot like Bahamondes. Fiziev was out here throwing combos where Bahamondes, 0 combinations at all. With that being said, I don't know if there's much left for Fiziev at lightweight. He was always talking about moving down in weight. He was talking about moving down in weight before this fight. Yes, he just beat an up-and-coming contender, and he's on a win streak at lightweight, but I don't like any of the matchups there for him. And it just doesn't make sense to match him up with any of these guys. Right now he's ranked number 11. Ahead of him is Moicano. Ahead of that, Beneil Dariush. Those two are fighting each other. He's not getting the Paddy fight. Paddy's not fighting below him. Maybe they do the Gamrot fight. I'm not sure. Gamrot is coming off a win. I don't think Gamrot wants to fight below in the rankings. I say fuck it. Let's get Rafael Fiziev in featherweight. Let's do one weight cut. See how he looks. See how he performs at featherweight. Let's give him another crazy-handed fighter, definitely a lot less technical than a Fiziev, and I think Fiziev would do really good in this matchup. I want to see him versus Josh Emmett. I think this would be a fun matchup. Josh Emmett doesn't have any room to complain when taking a Fiziev fight. I can't remember the last time this dude won anyway, so Rafael Fiziev, Josh Emmett, let's run this one too. I want to see this one before the end of the year. We don't need to have a bunch of these guys sitting out for forever, especially when they didn't take that much damage. Let's keep moving down to Ignacio Bahamondes. The reason why this dude lost the fight is because he threw 0 combinations, pretty much. Matching him up, I don't think he deserves another jump up into the rankings. He doesn't get another top 15 level guy. Let's give him someone who just also failed their top 15 level fight. Let's give him Ludwig Klein. Scheduling wise, works out perfectly. Ludwig Klein just fought not too long ago. Again, put this on a fight card this year. I don't want to see this fucking next year. I don't want to see Ignacio Bahamondes come back mid next year. That's some bullshit. And I want to see him back here fairly soon. Again, didn't take that much damage. Just keep moving down. Curtis Blaydes. Honestly, I'm convinced Curtis Blaydes is fucking retarded. And it has nothing to do with the stutter. You know, I'm going to get comments saying, you can't make fun of Curtis's stutter. You know, you can't call him retarded for that. That's not why I'm calling this dude retarded. He's just literally waiting in front of Kuniev getting pieced up. He's literally the fat black version of Patchy Mix. And it's just, I can't believe he won this fight. I honestly cut Curtis Blaydes at this point. That was a dog shit performance. I hated this fight with every fiber in my soul. And yeah, the state of heavyweight is peak right now. This is a top 5 level heavyweight, by the way. Let's give him what he asked for. Ciryl Gane. The only reason I'm rewarding him with Ciryl Gane is because I also don't want to see this fucking French dude get a title shot after getting a robbery decision over my boy Volkov. Absolute bullshit. He ain't getting no title shot. Run these two next. I don't care if Tom Aspinall isn't going to have anyone to fight. Give Tom Aspinall fucking Waldo Cortez Acosta for all I care. But let's keep moving down. My boy Uga Buga got it done. I told you, I still believe in my GOAT, Uga Buga. Easy first round submission, silencing that crowd. That being said, what's next for this dude? Let's give him a Bonfim brother. Ishmael Bonfim, definitely one of the weaker Bonfim brothers. And yeah, a decent name value dude because people do know about the Bonfim bros, but give Uga Buga Bonfim. Again, this dude should be fighting next pay-per-view. Okay, maybe not next pay-per-view because that's literally next week, but put this on Dustin and the Max Holloway fight. You know, this dude should be fighting next pay-per-view. If not next pay-per-view, he should be fighting here relatively soon in the next month. He took 0 damage. Yes, he missed weight. He couldn't make the weight. Maybe it's time we look at a welterweight Uga Buga, but fuck it. I want to see this dude active. We need Uga Buga active. He doesn't have much time left. This dude's already like 1,000 years old. Put him against Bonfim. Put him on the Dustin versus Max card. Let's keep moving down. Sadykhov also got it done. I did say it was going to be a highlight reel KO, but I thought it was going to be some spinning shit. Still a highlight reel KO. Wasn't the biggest highlight, but I swear this is the loudest I've ever heard the crowd this entire year for this dude. And you know, round 1 was really fun. Arguably the best round 1 of the year so far, but people are over exaggerating how hurt this dude was. It was more of a, like, people are saying he was rocked. He was like on dangly legs. That wasn't it. He just got a little bit winded from a body shot, and he was defending himself very, very well. I was looking at this, and I think it was Herb Dean watching. I'm not sure. It could have been someone else, but I think it was the Dean. And I'm like, if this fucker stops this fight right now, I'm going to be pissed because he's defending well. All of these shots that Motta is landing are glancing off him. And what do you know? He fucking gassed himself out and, you know, survived round 1, still gassed from round 2. He got split open on the top of his head, got rocked, pushed up against the cage, and then slumped out on that cage. Again, the loudest I've ever heard the crowd this entire year. With that being said, let's give him another fun barn burner level fight, a fight that could end up in like fight of the year type of fight. And I want that to be Matt Frevola. Where the fuck is this dude? I don't think he's fought for like over a year now. Bring him back. Again, put this on Max and Dustin. You know, that card is lacking. Put this on this card. This would be a barn burner to have. Sadykhov didn't take that much damage. He can go into this fight. If he really can't do, you know, the Max versus Dustin card, put him on Chimaev versus DDP because that card is struggling just as bad. Let's keep moving down though. Mohammed Naimov got it done. It was super close, you know, round 1. Both of these dudes were like spamming, spinning heel kicks. Round 2 and 3, pretty dull. Nothing too great or anything to like write home about. He got it done over the boy Bogdan Grad. It is what it is. I did say it would be a close round. I thought it was going to be like a split decision. Arguably could be a split decision. I don't care though. Mohammed Naimov, let's do Julian Erosa next. Fun matchup. Julian Erosa should be ready to go anytime now as well. And again, like I've been saying for every single one of these fights, let's put these dudes in here quickly. Going to these prelims now. We'll do the prelims semi-fast because I know a lot of you guys don't care that much for them. But Sungyo Koi got it done over Oban Elliott and just shows that he was levels above Oban Elliott. That being said, Oban was pretty high up in the rankings, which means Cole's gonna have to fight someone else pretty high in the rankings. I think we give him Medek. Medek was supposed to fight Chaos Williams a few weeks back, pulled out because of some sort of injury. Should be semi-healed by now. I don't think it was some crazy injury. Mark these two next. Again, I want this early. I want this before the end of the year. I would arguably like it like sooner than later, but I don't know how severe that injury is for Medek. I think this would be a fun fight. Run that one next. Junhyun Park also got it done, and you know, it was an okay fight. I think they said it was the first time we've seen 2 points taken away ever since Anthony Smith and John Jones. Cool fact, don't really care. You know, Ishmael gassed himself out after celebrating that illegal knee that he landed on our boy. But I don't care. I already matched this dude up last week. Edmund Shabazian, it makes sense. It would be a fun fight. We'll see if Edmund Shabazian's takedown defense is still good enough against Junhyun Park, who has decent takedowns. But let's move down. Daria got it done. Beat the shit out of Melissa Mullins. Makes me question how she ever lost to her. But, you know, it was back and forth round 1. But Mullins rocked Daria pretty bad in round 1. Then she just pulled that Uno reverse card at the end and almost had her in the armbar. You know, round 2, she did a good job. She hurt Melissa Mullins to the stomach badly, where she pretty much just folded over. Round 3, she's a fence merchant, but she got it done. You know, Daria got it done being a fence merchant, but it is what it is. You know, I thought we're going to see a repeat of their first fight. Guess it's not. Let's give her Jocelyn Edwards next. I don't care. You know, moving down. We also have another woman on this fight. Klaudia got it done. One of the very rare times the pretty one actually wins. You know, she also pulled one of these legendary Uno reverse cards because she was supposed to lose this fight. The ugly ones usually win. Pulled that Uno reverse card. And, you know, Irina just fought like an actual retard. I'm not gonna lie. She just stood there. We had the fat black patchy mix. Now we have the retarded woman patchy mix who just stood there as a punching bag all 3 rounds. That being said, Chelsea Chandler next. I don't know. I don't even know if Chelsea Chandler is in the UFC because this girl has missed weight so many times. That being said, Tagir Ulanbekov also got it done. Fun fight, good competitive fight. Round 3, lots of, you know, dirty boxing exchanges, some nasty elbows. Azmat has some crazy takedowns, crazy scrambles, and at the end of round 3, he made Tagir Ulanbekov his bitch. But I thought that, you know, Tagir would have been okay on the feet and Azmat would have been better, but on the ground he would have dominated Azmat. Pretty much the complete reverse of it. But that being said, there's not much for Tagir. Like, a lot of people are matched up in flyweight. The only one not matched up, Azum Alambayev. Actually, I think he is matched up. What am I talking about? He's matched up against... I don't really remember. I'll quickly look. But regardless, I have him here because I think he's going to lose his next fight. I think he's matched up with... Who is he matched up with? He's matched up with somebody. I think he's going to lose his next fight. Tamirov. I think he's matched up with Tamirov. I think he's going to lose to Tamirov. Give him Alambayev next. With that being said, Mohammed Usman. Another fucking bullshit fight. You know, Hamdi's cardio, garbage. Usman just maintained a good pace all round, but both of them are just ass. Usman hurt Hamdi at the end of round 3, but threw strikes like a retard pretty much. With that being said, Mario Pinto, you know, this dude's undefeated. There's not much else there's not that many other pickings for Mario Pinto. Plus, I think he can get Mohammed Usman out of there. I'm not going to lie. But if Mohammed Usman somehow goes out there and beats Mario Pinto, I'm going to be pissed. But that's all the winners and the 2 losers in the main event and co-main event. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this card? I think it was better than the Buckley card, Buckley and Usman, but still some stinker performances. I think I like these earlier cards. I'm not gonna lie, because then I can get this video out faster for you guys. But yeah, Topuria versus Oliveira next week. You know, we're gonna have those predictions out. We're gonna ace that entire card. Mark my words. But thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. I will see you guys in my next video.